Keep calm. It's boom time. Major flooding March 18th, 2019, showing up on the map. Heads up, USGS. 50 gauge is at major flooding stage. Deadly historic flooding, swamps, plains, Midwest, Nebraska City. Cutoff bridges washed out. Levees breached. Fremont cut off by flooding. Farmers swept away in Columbus, Nebraska. State of emergency. Foot Air Force. Foot? Stick it right up my foot. Air Force Base, home to U.S. Strategic Command, is fighting floodwaters. Good for them. I hope it's pouring into their tunnels underground. Preparations are being made to shut down nuclear power plants along the Missouri River. Nebraska Emergency Management spokesman said there is no safety concerns at the plant. That's what they said. On and on. Devastation after recapitulation. Thousands of miles of roads literally washed away. Being washed away now as we wash it away. It's washed out. Flat Earth supporters now plan an Antarctic expedition to the edge of the world. Well, thank God. I didn't think they would ever begin this expedition, but clearly they're all going to fall into a crevasse and they can all kiss my World War II, Operation EPSILON, detention of German nuclear scientists, British intelligence files. 225 pages of British War Office intelligence files, reports and transcripts covering the detention and monitoring of German nuclear scientists captured and detained at the end of the war. Holy! What are they hiding from you? Maybe the multi-radionucleotide evidence for the extreme solar proton event at 660 BC when Mars flew by. How about the Charlemagne event at 774 AD? The largest solar proton event ever in history. How about that one? In the following 5 decades of missing history, dragons and dark ages through over 1100 AD. How about that? How about the fact that we've just recently uncovered Compite Mountain Tree Ring data analysis? This is tree ring core showing the Charlemagne event causing a 50-year dark age, unlike we've ever seen. Man, if you made a violin from this wood, you would be Stradivarius times 10. And those of you emailing me about shungite, it's in the store. I put it in the store. Get it now. Get your shungite. That's all I'll say. It's 20 options. Read them in weeks.
It's got to be over 10, 12,000 years old. And now we're sitting in the middle of the desert in the Four Corners where there's huge water erosion at the top of a mesa. And it doesn't rain here. It would have to rain continuously for years to get those rivulets. So at some point recently, the Sphinx got wet the same time this valley got wet and started this major erosion.
And it also makes you realize how interconnected the planet was 12,000 years ago. It's as if everything we've been taught in modern school or in your modern academia has been a lie. So why? The question is why? Why do they lie to us about our past? Why do they lie to us about what creates these incredible geographical structures? Is it because they don't know, or is it because they're trying to hide something from us? And what if they just don't want us to know because they know about some kind of reset or some type of cycle that's every X amount of years that acts as almost a reset for civilization? Do you kind of think that?
Yeah, because what I can see here is 6 of these rocks that are probably 3,000 tons each.
Okay.
Just sitting around here. If these start falling from the sky, like they did here recently, I think the population would go insane.
Yeah.
So now if the government said that maybe in a few decades, rocks this size may be falling from the sky, I don't think people would react well.
Yeah.
I mean, if the power goes off for 4 days in Venezuela, people start eating their pets.
Jeez.
So I'm sure if you just got a bunch of smart people and sat them down and said, what happens if we tell them? And then they're like, we can't tell them. There is the number one national security is we can't tell them. Because no one would be going to work. Would they?
Society would be completely different. Yeah. And they have to control the narrative. And then by controlling the narrative, not only do they keep us busy, but also they can build their resources that they need to make it to the next level, to make it through the cycle. Why not? I mean, geez, you have that much power, that much control. You own these corporations that literally are there. Oh, yeah, you want to come see what's here? We'll show you the past, but it's controlled past. It's controlled history. The narrative, they have to control it. It's like this power trip for them. It's unbelievable. I can understand not wanting to freak out the population. I totally get it. You have to have some control. But where's the balance? Where is it by leaving these little relics here for us? I guess if you want to find it, you can, because we're finding it. This didn't cost that much money to come out here and explore this area. And it's the time, it's the time to gather the information. So I think that they're giving us an opportunity to learn about it right now, because even these articles that I read, that white paper that was talking about, that scientific white paper talking about these solar events, these proton events, where they're doing these core samples and they're finding these new events that they didn't know about before because they're just doing different testing.
What's the AD event?
770
AD.
AD.
That's when this is from. So this is dated at 500 AD. That's what the date is. So they're off by 200 years. So now we have the proof that they witnessed this plasma discharge. The paper just came out. When is it?
Came out just a few days ago. 770.
That's the solar proton event at 77 AD, right there.
And they said it was the worst one ever.
Of course, and that's why they could see it right there. They're like, oh my God, because that is where the North Pole is, right there. So as soon as the sun set, you would see this thing go up off of our planet. And you'd be like, oh my God. So they're witnessing that event in 770 AD right here and looking at it. So we just put those pieces together.
Tell me that's not a synchronicity.
Yeah.
High five! Boom!
I'm just thinking of the dating because I just read the dating of this.
Dude.
And you just said the date, and that's the solar proton event, and that's what they saw.
And how interesting is it that this article, this essay, just came out.
The 3 days before we got here.
And I read it again, I've been reading it on and on and on, just over and over and over, because I've been reading about the different radiation that they find. There's three different, there's beryllium, then there's a different type of carbon, and there's one other one that they say they can find in these Greenland ice core samples and these tree samples. So so that's it right there. So tell me the divine spirit, the great spirit isn't guiding us through this. This is incredible. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus.
Woo!
Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, I don't know who the great spirit is, man. I'm not putting a name on that, but hey, whatever, man. This is awesome. Wow, the hair's standing up on my body right now. I didn't even know I had hair there. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing history right here. This is amazing. This is amazing. And thank you for watching, everybody. Anything else you want to?
Well, we just took conspiracy theory and science and blew your mind right there.
We just look at it.
Thank you, Anthony, for putting this out 2006. If we didn't see this, and then he wasn't at Los Alamos and creating that, using his own mimicked solar proton event, which he did in a lab, we wouldn't understand what that is.
It takes a team, not just one person.
And now we didn't understand why they would be drawing that in 500 AD. We were against that. We thought that stuff was from 12,000 years ago, just last month.
Yep.
And it's not. It's from 740 AD. It's from the date we now know about, the largest solar proton event in the last 5,000 years.
Right there.
They're witnessing it right there over the top of that mountain. When the sun sets, they were like, what is that?
That's 1,300 years ago. That's not even that long ago.
No. And then guess what happened? A few hundred years after that, all of the Pueblos are gone here. They left. So that solar proton event probably changed the climate here.
Yeah, absolutely it did, because there's plenty of petroglyphs that show these animals that aren't here anymore,
right,
that are in tropical zones and stuff.
The bighorn sheep were gone after that event.
I mean, there's even petroglyphs with dinosaurs. So a lot of these dinosaurs, the smaller ones, were probably around 13,000 years ago.
Or sooner, because I just shared on our show the other night that there are mammoth specimens from 6,800 years ago in the Ural Mountains. So mammoths were here until all the way up until 6,800 years ago. And how many people believe that? No one.
Dan the man, would you film us? I got to get in on this real quick.
No flood, baby.
I got to smile. I mean, this is like a moment. There we go.
No, this is awesome, though. Dude!
Right here. This is shared in knowledge and stone, and we have an opportunity to see this. I just feel so blessed, man. This is awesome. Thanks for coming here with me, Diamond. This is great, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me. Cheers. Be excellent to each other. Be the change you want to see.
Man, what an awesome moment. I'm glad I could share that with you guys. Oh my God. The oh my God moment where we realized that the Charlemagne event, river level graphs, Jesus, what's going on here? We realized the Charlemagne event was, let's get it. Well, it was getting to me. Jesus, it's not even coming up here. The oh my God moment. Waiting for the download. Fact check. 3 to 5C of Arctic warming is now locked in. New UN Environment Report of the Arctic is released, saying we're all going to die by 2050. We're all going to burn up. River level graphs show otherwise. Scientifically, the right year to implement the Green New Deal was yesterday. Oh my God. These frauds. I wish they would look at some facts. Jesus.
So that's why they could see it right there. They're like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was the oh my God moment. Guys, you want Shungite, go check it out. It's in the store. The powers that be don't want you to see this, and they're getting jiggy. But I'm keeping calm, and it's boom time. I'm going to post all the links below to the Charlemagne event, Solar Proton event, and everything you need to know. Thanks for watching. We love you. Thanks to our Patreons. Thanks for sticking with us, even though we're off grid and we're coming out of a satellite, and now they're blocking us. We love you. We love each and every one of you, even the people that hate us. We're trying to do science before your very lives, before your very eyes. And I think that those that have been following us are believing us, because there's no way to discredit us. We're giving you the facts. You can come up with your own conclusions, but they're all boom-lusions. That's a new word. Keep watching.